Stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Nudity or
like waking up?
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What is it? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is Hispanic.
You have to be colored to be on television. You can't,
yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, and we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
What's up, everybody? With Jada, you gonna try to get in trouble already before the stream even starts. What's up, people? What's up? It is me, Crimson 60620, and I am here and I am back, and it is fucking Monday, and fuck Mondays, and yeah. How's everybody doing? My weekend was short because yeah, I try to make sure that I can actually schedule the stream like I was supposed to. And yeah, I'm glad that everybody was able to make it to the stream live. You guys know how I am. You know what I try to do. I try to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 7:30ish, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah. How is everybody doing? I am getting ready to do a anime convention this weekend. Yeah. And my goal with this anime convention is to sell my art. So yay. I'm ready to try to just make it to this anime convention and just be like, try to leave the fucking corporate offices. And I'm sure, and this is my warm-up rant, so please bear with me with this shit. So I'm sure you guys understand the title of this stream. And I'm kind of creative, but not really creative, so I can come up with this shit like 25% of the time. But why do corporations feel some sort of way about you questioning them when you're part of that organization? I'm just saying. I really believe that corporations have drunk their own fucking Kool-Aid. There's a fucking reason why, as part of the clip, as part of the opening, I didn't hear the new Adele song. But it's part of the clip and it's part of the opening. I always have that Richard Pryor interview. And I've been always thinking about changing it, but every fucking time that I fucking just like, I think about changing it, corporations actually piss me the fuck off. And quite frankly, I just don't. I just don't. So as you guys know, if you've been following for the last couple of weeks, I've been talking about my job eliminating my channel again. So yeah, I'm in new hire training. I'm in new hire training for a job that I've been at for 6 years because reasons and, you know, organizations and people know what the fuck they're doing. No, they don't. And what's actually fucking hilarious is that I know more than the motherfucking trainer. And then like, it's just sad. It's just really fucking sad because as you guys know, we're going and dealing with the great resignation. And it is almost corporate hegemony that people believe that, you know, people don't want to work. And I am so fucking tired of hearing it. You guys, when I say I'm tired of hearing this bullshit, I am so fucking tired of hearing it. Because people in leadership don't fucking understand that they're the reasons why people don't want to fucking work for them. I keep having these conversations, and you probably guys know, I keep having the same conversations. Why the fuck does my job or any job right now have fucking overtime? And you know what's fucking insidious? What's fucking insidious is that they fucking act as if that you're asking them a fucking strange question. And it's actually unique because I know corporate speak. I know corporate speak. And one of the things with corporate speak is accountability. And you know it's sad, really sad, when you can actually tell somebody, well, you hold us accountable for making our goals, our metrics. But when you say something, are we not supposed to hold you accountable? And it's just beautiful when people stumble around and don't give you a fucking answer to your question. And you're right, Ziggurat. There's no labor shortage. To go over the article that we covered on Friday, these companies don't miss their workers. They miss their slaves. And that's the problem. So many of these corporations, so many of these companies actually miss their fucking slave. You know what I was told today when I was advocating for everybody not to work overtime? No, don't worry about them. It's just about you. And that's the shit. That's the shit that's really fucked up. Because that's what they want to fucking do. They want to divide the people and make it just as selfishly about just that one person. And when you stand up and say, hey, it's about all of us, they look at you fucking crazy. Now, mind you, maybe they don't know. Oh, fuck. If they knew about my YouTube channel, oh, fuck. I probably would be in trouble. They'd probably fire my ass quickly because I don't give a fuck about capitalism. Don't give a fuck about my job. And I'm only there because they pay me. No fucking corporate loyalty. No, oh, we're family. No. Fuck no. And the sad part about it is, I was posed a question. Well, you've been here for 6 years. It must be some good reason. You give me a fucking check and I haven't gotten the better offers. Those are 2 reasons. But hey, you know, for some reason, that should be fine. You get a check and we abuse the shit out of you. Because yeah, reasons. And you should be okay with that. Because I don't know. Don't fucking know. Maybe you guys can actually help me understand the fact that I'm not a fucking corporate serf, no matter how much they want to make me a corporate serf. And neither are you. Because in the end, that's all they want. They want people to unquestionably follow orders and be grateful of daddy capitalism in order to make sure that their profits are going through the motherfucking roof. I don't believe it. It is a reason why I'm a fucking atheist. I'm an atheist. I am an atheist. And drinking the Kool-Aid ain't for me. You better motherfucking roadblocks me. Oh, Ziggurat, you have no idea of how much corporations are so petty. Petty. As a matter of fact, don't let me say this. I've actually looked into trying to get a union in my call center. I know. Trying to get a union at my call center so I can fuck them over a little bit more. That's how much I don't give a fuck about their corporate profits. And they should understand that without us, they can't do the work that they're supposed to be doing. Pepperidge Farm remembers, John Deere remembers how if they don't treat their workers. An accident before 8:30 in the morning on the first day of the strike. John Deere remembers. Oh, shit. Oh, this corporate fuckery is just... this corporate fuckery. But anyway, let's get into some videos. Let's have some fun tonight. I actually got off at about 4:30 today, so I was able to take another customary nap and woke up, fixed me some dinner, and yeah, let's get into some videos. All right. So I don't know if you actually saw the stream that I did yesterday. It was just me gaming, me looking at some things, and guys, I have to fucking tell you that the news media of what's going on is fucking crazy. I know, and water is wet, but the news media that we deal with are just fucking unbelievable. What's up, Mutant? What's up, Amaros? So Facebook. Oh, Facebook. Like, I get that they're trying to rebrand the whole overall umbrella of Facebook, but they're going to need a lot more help with this one. Because Facebook is... Shit. Sorry. Facebook is fucking up. Much like I am with this whole microphone stand. Yeah, Facebook is fucking up. And when I say they're fucking up, how are they fucking up? Well, here, let's actually go to this. Water is sticky, things are covered with water are wet. Okay, Mr. Pedantic motherfucker. We know that there is surface tension on water. Here. Facebook's internal chat boards show politics often at the center of decision making. Now, this is an article from the Wall Street Journal. Yes, the Wall Street Journal. All right. In June 2020, when America was rocked by protests over the death of George Floyd at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer, a Facebook employee posted a message on the company's Racial Justice Board get Breitbart out of the news tab. They knew off the point that, yeah, we probably shouldn't put Breitbart in the fucking news tab, because they knew that they were going to raise some racist and just horrible shit. This is wow. I know Joe gave me this article yesterday, but I did not actually read the full extent of it. And wow, they knew what was going to go on. The news tab is featured that aggregates and promotes articles from various publishers chosen by Facebook. The employee messages, including screenshots of Breitbart's website, such as Minneapolis mayhem, riots in mask, massive looting, buildings in flame, bonfires, and BLM protesters pummel police cars on 101. Wow. So, you ever wonder why? And this is actually something from that you actually see on the Surf. So, if I watch the Surf Times, and a few of you guys know who the Surf Times are, specifically Lance and Dave, and Lance does the live streamings, but there is a push. This actual stream is coming out on Facebook. I actually have multi-stream to my Facebook. But what happens is Facebook is conservative. Like, let's just not mince words. Facebook, as a news aggregate site and sometimes publisher, is a fucking conservative den of, yeah, we're conservative. But let's go. And yeah, I did actually see the whistleblower, and this backs up her testimony in front of Congress. They know what the fuck that they're doing. Employees said they were emblematic of the concerted effort to Ed Breitbart and similarly hyper-partisan sources, none of which belong in the news tab, to paint Black Americans and Black-led movements in a very negative way. According to the written conversations on Facebook's office communication system reviewed by the Wall Street Journal, many other employees chimed in to agree. In the same chat, a company researcher said any steps aimed at removing Breitbart, a right-wing publisher popular with supporters of the former President Donald Trump, could face roadblocks internally because of potential political blowback. At best, it would be a very difficult policy decision. So they fucking know that, yo, we had a lot of motherfucking right-wing motherfucker or right-wing adjacent motherfuckers, and it will be very fucking difficult. They know. And the sad part about it is, all of these social media companies know this. This is just Facebook. They know this. Here, Facebook chose to keep Breitbart on the news tab. A spokeswoman for the tech giant said the company makes a judgment based on specific contents published on Facebook, not the entire Breitbart site. And the Facebook material met its requirements, including the need to abide by its rules against misinformation and hate speech. Breitbart didn't put out hate speech. Breitbart. What were the titles again? Minneapolis mayhem, riots in mask, massive looting, buildings in flame, bonfires, BLM protesters pummel police cars on 101. Breitbart. Here, many Republicans from Mr. Trump down, say Facebook discriminates against conservatives. Bullshit, we know it's not. And the documents reviewed by the journal didn't render a verdict on whether bias influences its decision overall. They show that employees and their bosses have hotly debated whether and how to restrain right-wing publications, and more senior employees often provide a check on aggregation from the rank and file. Not aggregation, agitation from the rank and file. The documents reviewed by the journal, which don't capture all the employees' messages, didn't mention equivalent debates over left-wing publications. So in other words, the people who are making sure, the engineers that are just doing the day-to-day work, are literally saying, hey, this is fucked up. But management is literally saying, no, shut up. We don't want to hear it. We don't fucking want to hear it. Management is literally squashing this shit. And it goes back to what Ziggurat Sauce was saying in the chat. We actually have whistleblowers that saying like, yo, hey, they kind of fucking up. But because Zuckerberg, who is a conservative, don't let that tech bro bullshit actually do anything. Zuckerberg and his booster seats that he actually sits on in front of Congress is a fucking Republican. He is. Here, this is gonna be the last paragraph I'm gonna go on it. Other documents reveal that Facebook management team has been so intently focused on avoiding charges of bias that it regularly places political considerations at the center of its decision making. And this is a chart that I kind of want to go over. Look, take a look at this. Where is it at? The political test. When Facebook analyzed its sparing sharing and information sparing sharing, wow, I've never heard of that, and information engagement tools, which were designed to reduce what it deemed misinformation, it found that it found the two had a greater impact on far-right publishers. When they actually went in to say, okay, we have to correct for this misinformation, it literally hit more far-right people than anything. When they actually stated, hey, let's motherfucking kind of do the due diligence that we should. They found, and here's it is. The study, dubbed the political ideology analysts, suggested that the company had been suppressing the traffic of major far-right publishers, even though it wasn't in its intent. According to the documents, very conservative sites found it would be beneficial. It would benefit most of if the tools were removed. If they remove the tools to make sure that no misinformation was getting out, Breitbart would be 20% of their traffic. The Washington Times, Western Journal, Epic Times. What? How? And it gets better, guys. Hold on.
What kind
it gets
of stuff
better.
are you giving me the most trouble about in terms of censorship?
It gets better. Watch this shit, right? Watch this shit. Here. Let me just pull it up. Because if you were to think that it's just Facebook, here, let me see if I can actually find it. No, I can't find it. Dag, I wish Joe was in the chat. Actually, here, I want to thank Thunder for sending this out. Again, this is something that I went over yesterday. All right, so Twitter admits bias in algorithm for right-wing politicians and news outlets. These stories are coming out within a few days of each other. This story from the the Wall Street Journal. This was generated on where? What was the day of this? What's the day of this? October the 24th. The 22nd. These are within fucking 2 days of each other. Twitter has admitted it amplifies more tweets from right-wing politicians and news outlets than from content from left-wing sources. The social media platform examined tweets from elected officials in 7 countries, the UK, US, Canada, France, Germany, Spain, and Japan. It also studied whether political content from news organizations was amplified on Twitter, focused primarily on US news sources such as Fox News, the New York Times, and BuzzFeed. Fuck. When did BuzzFeed becomes like a news source? Fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. The study compared Twitter's home timeline, the default way its 200 million users are served tweets, in which the algorithm tailors what users see, with traditional chronological timeline where the most recent tweets are ranked first. The researchers found that in 6 out of 7 countries, apart from Germany, tweets from the right-wing politicians received more amplifications from the algorithm than those from the far left. Right-leaning news organizations were more amplified than those on the left, and generally politicians' tweets were more amplified by the algorithm timeline than by the chronological timeline. According to the 27-page research document, Twitter found that it's a statistical difference favoring the political right wing in all countries except Germany. Under the research, a value of 0 means the tweets reached the same number of users on the algorithm-tailored timeline as the chronological counterpart, whereas a value of 100% means that tweets achieve double the reach. On this basis, the most powerful discrepancy between right and left was in Canada, Liberals 43, Conservatives 167, followed by Labour 112, Conservatives 176. Even excluding top government officials, the results were similar, the document says. So, yeah. These companies, and I'm going to actually say it, and this is going to be a little bit of a thing. For a while, yes, these companies are, the heads of them are conservative. Let's not beat around the bush. The heads of these companies are conservative. But for so long, you've heard the liberal media, the mainstream media is so liberal that they bent over fucking backwards to prove that I'm not being biased against conservatives. Twitter has actually come out and said if they applied their rules equally to the left and the right, they will have so many right-wing politicians, not just users, politicians banned off of their site. And it's just fucking crazy. It's just so fucking crazy. Because in the end, we know what the fuck is going on. And yes, conservatives have too much money, but they also build their platform on a fear. a fear of being censored, a fear of being silenced, a fear of their rights being taken away, all the while marching in goose step to try to take other people's rights away. And that's the fucking problem. Fuck these guys. And I fucking wish that all of these big fucking tech companies would get broken the fuck up. I wish they would. I wish that, because they have so much power. And no, they don't have censorship power. They don't. They're not the government. But they have so much power to allow for to decide who gets boosted on that platform, who gets cut off their, who gets like yeeted off their platform. They have so much power. And yeah, it's a pain remembering all the passwords and all this other good shit. It's easy to, you know, connect all your social networks. But at what cost? These motherfuckers are swinging elections. All because of their bottom line. Not because they're evil. Not because they're masterminding and they want the conservatives to win. All because of a fucking coin. They're indifferent. Not evil. Indifferent. And that's the saddest part about it. Again, going back to the Facebook thing. Oh no, we don't want to seem like we're biased. We don't want to seem like we're biased. They're fucking indifferent. Even cowardly. Because they don't want to miss out on their money. What else is new? But anyway, guys, just want to bring this story to you so you'll know. And just to quote what the surf says, there's a reason why it's so many people that are conservative, especially on Facebook, because that's the shit that they're surrounded by. If you have a family member that's still on Facebook, fucking share this video to them. Let them know. Let them know that this shit is happening. That they're literally are making it where they're trying to control what you see to influence what you see. Then anyway, thank you for watching this clip. Share the video, like, subscribe, all that other good shit. If you look down beneath right here, right here, I'm trying to get my follower goal on Twitch to $100, not $100, 100 followers. Yeah. Get that number up at least until we break these motherfuckers up, right? Anyway, also, if you want to help donate to the stream, you can look at the top and see the donation link. And yeah, we're gonna cut this video segment here. All right. Yeah, this shit is just like, what are we doing, people? Like, what are we doing? Why are we allowing that shit? Oh God. Oh man. And I get it. Like, I have like so many of my social media things connected. I do. I fucking do. And it's just how we get. You don't have to worry about government big brother anymore influencing what you should actually be. And, 1986 and shit like that. Companies are doing it for the money. Like, companies are really doing it for the money. And what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do, man? Anyway. Oh God. Let's kind of do a palate cleanser. Let's do a palate cleanser. Oh wow. You have to forgive me, guys. My allergies are fucking up, and yeah. So let's handle something else. Where's my headphones? All right. So This is gonna be painful. This is gonna be real painful. Oh God, you guys, this is gonna be painful. So, bear with me. Okay, all right. So, hey, I, of course, I know who Jordan Peterson is. The 12 rules for life guy, the 14 more rules for life guy, and all that other good bullshit. And I understand he has some substance abuse problems, besides just being a general dick and not being able to talk in a conversation with people. I know pot calling kettle black. But I didn't realize how his daughter almost killed his ass by doing some fucking weird ass medical shit, in Russia. And I just, dude, like, I look at her channel and like, this is like one of the first clips I saw from her channel. And I didn't realize how fucking weird. I saw some interviews and I didn't realize how weird she was, but she's fucking weird. And the red pill doesn't far from the bottle. Okay, that was too far. That was too far. Anyway, I saw this and it was pretty weird. Let's get into it. Now, have you ever thought about what's your seduction type? What is your seduction type? We're gonna have Michaela Peterson and Robert Greene talk about a seduction type. Shall we?
You talked about the rake. Can you describe the rake?
Yeah, I mean, I was a rake. I'm what you call a reformed rake, so I can speak from experience on that.
Now, I didn't know what this term is, but let's look this shit up. A rake. Wrecked, messed up, drunk or high. Soundly or completely defeated or dominated. Okay. No, so he's a destroyed person? Here it is. Term for wrecked. Rake is a player that got destroyed, usually, and I've actually known that, but I've never heard it applied to a person. I've never heard applied to a person. But let's hear this shit.
And basically, my years of being a rake were in my 20s and pretty much early 30s, and then I stopped. But the rake is a man who has an intense interest in women. He understands them deeply. He's obsessed with women, and perhaps it comes from something relationship going with his mother.
Wait, huh? What? You're telling me that if you're a man that likes women, that because of your obsession with women, you want to fuck your mother? Like, what type of Oedipus complex shit is that? Like, oh yeah, you like women, so you want to fuck your mother? Like what? Wait, what? How? Oh, wow. This. Okay. All right. Story time. Hi guys, Crimson 6062 here. When I was in my teens and early 20s, I liked sex with women. I just did. And I really, really liked it. I was almost obsessed with it, you can actually say. And you know what I had? I had some 1 or 2 guy friends, but I had a lot of lady friends. And you know what that allowed me to do? Understand women and get women. Up until the time of my divorce, like I literally was in like long-term relationships from the time that I was 17 on. And to be honest with you, that's not a problem. Of course, maybe I'm a little bit different from this guy, but yeah, I had a strong sense of personality, so nobody was gonna fucking walk over me. But maybe he did too. But let's go.
Can analyze that as well, but he has this obsessive interest in them. He understands their spirit. He finds it very exciting to be around them. But one woman can never satisfy him. The only way he can get satisfaction is by constantly having new women in his life. That's how he satisfies this hunger, because the moment that a woman becomes familiar, it kind of loses the edge that he wants.
Wait, what? Maybe you just poly, dog. Like this sounds just so fucking unbelievable. Like it, like these people like are literally demonizing attraction. Are literally saying that like I don't know. Like, at what point is it unhealthy versus is just the way that you like to be around? Like, I don't get this, but let's hear him talk some more. Let's go.
He's kind of like a hunter. He loves the process of hunting the woman, of seducing her, of getting her to fall for him. And in those first few weeks, he showers her with attention. That's his power. He love bombs them. He's so excited about their world. He gives them gifts that show he's thinking about them. He takes them to exciting places. It's irresistible, right? And but the thing is, it can't last because he has to continually spread the wealth. He has to continually find new people to conquer. And in the book, I kind of profile some of the greatest rakes who ever lived.
Wait, then like literally, you can actually just be a fuck. I don't know. Maybe you can just like be a very, very, very I don't know, manipulative person, narcissistic person. You can be somebody who just are just one of those people who just like manipulating people. I don't get that shit. Maybe that's just a problem with you. That doesn't mean that it's something that you should actually, I don't know, lay as a fucking blight upon the world. But it doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like, how do I put it? What this guy's talking about, he sounds like he's trying to talk about the stereotypical Chad, the stereotypical like, you know, Chad motherfucker who always getting a girl's attention and then getting something else from them and then leaving them because they get tired and bored with them. Like, this is literally what it sounds like. And not to like shame somebody and how their appearance look, but you don't look like you was a Chad, dog, unless you way older than what you have been, then you be letting know. I'm just saying. But let's go.
And one of them is the great classic Hollywood actor Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn was this devilishly handsome man that didn't hurt, but he was also, in the end, people claimed that he had seduced or slept with about 3,000 women. And he died when he was 51, 52 from alcoholism.
Oh.
And so when I wrote the book, I kind of did the math on that. And the math was rather insane. It was like at some point he had to be seducing a new woman every other day, something like that. And
he's talking about the Chads. Like, forgive the fuck out of me, but like, if somebody was doing that, why is it such a bad thing if they weren't hurting people? If they weren't being manipulative, why is that a problem with you? Did he do it to your sister? Your mother? Your daughter? Like, why is it that so many of these celebrant people are so caught up with the fact that there is somebody that's getting more attention than they are? It's because they're jealous. It's because they're jealous. It's because they wish they can actually be doing it. That's all this shit is. Look at him. He's like literally trying to do the math. Like, and the thing is, here's the fun part about it. They wish that they could be the ones. They wish they can be the ones that's drowning in the attention from women. That's what it is. It's no other than like, man, I hate them and I wish I could beat them. Like, that's all the shit is. But let's continue.
I tried to figure out what was his secret. What made him so insanely seductive to women of all types, actors?
He had a personality. He wasn't a shit personality. Like, yeah, that will work. But let's go.
Waitresses, you name it. Of course, being Errol Flynn and having his reputation helped, but he also had a devilish edge that kind of scared a lot of women. But I read in one book that just being around, he was so comfortable with himself. He was so non-defensive. He was like an animal that was completely comfortable in his body. And it made the woman completely relax. This one woman said, I felt like I had drunk a couple of martinis and I hadn't, just by being around him, you know? And so the rake has this kind of undefensive quality. He's like this natural animal that exudes this energy, kind of like how the siren is. So that's sort of what a rake is.
That was awesome.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you guys believe that this guy was anywhere near a rake? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The hunched over posture, the not really being able to speak, you know, in complete sentences and always seem unsure. Do you really believe that this guy could have been a rake? I'm just saying. Okay. Let's go.
Like how the siren is. So that's sort of what a rake is.
That was awesome.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Okay, so I was going to ask what the equivalent of that was for a woman, but you're saying the siren, kind of.
Yes. Yeah, definitely the siren. I mean, you can't really have a male siren, and you really can't have a female rake. I mean, I do profile in that section probably the greatest lesbian seductress who ever lived, Natalie Barney, who was kind of a poet and writer in the early 20th century, and she was the closest equivalent I could come to a female rake. Because
Wait! Oh shit! The sexism is abound with this one. Wait, you can only be a rake if you're seducing women? In anything else you're the fuck? In their world is I don't know. That's what I was looking it up, and I still can't find it. Urban Dictionary. Let's look up Urban Dictionary. Oh, it's rake. Yeah, like that is so fucking stupid. A long handle to a nickname for abnormally tall male who is known to be a player, known to rake in all the girls, a male who is skilled in manipulating women and especially seducing women and pretending to care about them. Oh God, this red pill ideology is so fucking stupid. I wow. I Is that the reason why it's called a rake? Because a farm tool like a hoe? Like, is that what it is? Is that the etymology of the word? I've learned a new thing today. Today I learned, right? All right, let's go.
She was seducing women left, right, and center, and she had a little bit of that presence. But normally it's something that's pretty specific to men and women.
Okay, that description was amazing. Can I get you to do one more? That was
Sure.
amazing. Okay,
Anyone?
I want another I guess seductive type.
Do you want me to list what the other ones are?
Yeah.
So
That
we
was
already
too
talked about-
cool. We need to do more.
that was the dandy I already mentioned. The natural, which is one who's kind of like a child. Then there's the coquette, blows hot and cold, very powerful. seductive.
Wait, what did he say?
That was the dandy I already mentioned. The natural, which is one who's kind of.
I guess seductive type.
Do you want me to list what the other ones are?
Yeah.
So we
That was
already
too
talked about-
cool. We need to do more.
that was the dandy I already mentioned.
Wait, did he say the dandy? Oh, this shit is fun. Dandy. A man who takes great care with his clothing and general appearance, especially one who is nonchalant in demeanor and historically tries to develop an aristocratic hobbies, language, and honorable ideas. A flamboyant or effeminate male, regardless of sexual orient. Wow. Oh, wow. Now, the only thing that I know of the dandy man, like, okay. So of course I watch Team 4-Star. And of course, if you've actually watched, it's Halloween. Actually, I was showing my neighbor the whole Hellsing Ultimate. So if you know the dandy man, like I know that shit, but like, wow, this shit is fucking crazy. Here, what is he about to say? Another one.
To the natural, which is one who's kind of like a child. Then there's the coquette, blows hot and cold, very powerful seductress. There's the charmer, who's very good at sort of social seductions. There's the star, the person who kind of exudes kind of like a film star presence that makes everyone project their fantasies onto him or her. And there's the charismatic, somebody who just has that natural charisma. I can't think if I'm leaving somebody. Oh,
Like, all this shit, like, is just people that, I don't know, either exude or falsely exude confidence. Like, no one has watched this Scarlet Pumpernickel, even though everybody knows Batman and everybody knows, Zorro. No one has actually read the book or watched the Scarlet Pimpernel, like, which is 90% of our detective people are based off of. Yeah. Let's go.
the ideal lover. Those
Okay.
the other 7 types. So you choose whichever one you want.
Okay. You said there was one where you project your ideal lover on them?
Well,
Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah, I've seen that, but all right, let's go.
star is sort of this person I use as the example. The woman is Marlene Dietrich, and the man was John F. Kennedy. Excuse me, President John F. Kennedy. And what it is they've learned the Hollywood technique, and for Marlene Dietrich, it was clearly a film thing that she had learned. Was you have a kind of blankness to you. You're not too obvious in what you say and what you do. You're not overtly this way or that way. You have a kind of an emptiness to your face, to your blankness, to how you move. And you allow people, you don't talk too much, and you allow people to project onto you their fantasies. They see into you what they want to see into you. Whereas if you kind of say who you are and you're too direct, they have a mysterious air about them. And John F. Kennedy.
Wait, is he just talking about somebody that's aloof? Like, these attractive types, seduction types make no fucking sense. The main group of people he was talking about are just people that are confident or faux confident, and the next is just like people who other people reject the wrong fucking thing. I can't with these red pill ideology motherfuckers because they're so fucking toxic. They're so willing to try to change the way that they look by trying to get surgery to change their jawline or, you know, work out and shit like that. But they will never fucking work on their personality. Like, literally. How many times have you guys seen these people that Jordan and Michaela Peterson actually cater to? They always want to clean up their room. They always want to be put in the best position to make themselves the best type of the best, I don't know what, like the best opportunity. But nothing ever is said about their personality. Jordan Peterson is just like is basically telling people, no, you don't have to change, you just have to make it appear like you change. And it's just so fucking irritating because so many of these people are locked into the thing that they're the best person ever. They're good people and, you know, they're great. And yet and still, they're alone. They're isolated. And they have no chance of making friends because of their shit personality. And the only other people that want to be around their ass is other people with shit personalities. And that's a fucking problem. And none of these fucking self-help gurus are willing to tell their people, hey, maybe you need an attitude change. Like, no, instead they want these people to buy in all the modern world is not good because back in my day, this motherfucker, Jordan Peterson, literally tried to do a carnivore diet instead of dealing with the psychological shit that he needed to deal with. And he's a psychologist. Instead of just dealing with your personal defects and not just telling people, oh, deal with me like I am. No, instead of you internally dealing with the shit, it's the world, it's not you. I don't know. I don't fucking know. And yet, you know what? You're absolutely right that especially religious people, instead of actually trying to address a lot of things that may be with their attitude, they say, oh, it's sin and Jesus is changing me and shit like that. And what ends up happening is they never work on the parts that they really need to work on. They work on not saying the shit, but they never work about the actual way that they perceive shit. Because it's the world, it's the devil, it's all this other good shit. I know I'm an asshole. I know that there are parts of shit in my fucking mind and part of my personality that will be assholish. I don't just work to like not say the shit because that's fucking easy. You know what I work to? I work to try to change and make sure that I can or that I can actually situate myself in an environment where I'm not so quick to fly off the handle with just the way that I even if it's just I'm thinking. Because what happens is those biases actually translate. But so many of these other motherfuckers, they're so, no, the world belongs to me. The world was made for me. And the fact that it's changing, it's a problem with the world, not me. Anyway, guys, if you like this clip that I just did, please like, share, and subscribe. I try to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night at 7:30 or 8 o'clock Central PM, Central PM, whatever. And yeah. As for right now, if you're in chat, stick around. We're gonna do some more videos. But as far as editing, I'm gonna cut it right here. All right. So, all right. So, yeah, like I don't know why people like Jordan Peterson. Actually, yeah, like, dude, let's just say it like this. I watch G-Man and Shanny. Like, it's I'm gonna actually say this. Unlike a lot of people, and I know I'm in shit in the community for it, and I get shit every time I bring it up. People like G-Man, Shady, Rev. If you don't know, if like that's part of the community I'm in, that I relax. I watch them to relax from the stupid shit that I watch and I respond to on my show. I really want a UBI for those motherfuckers. Not just them, but like a lot of people who can't fucking make it, because those are people that I don't want in the workforce. I am sorry. There are certain people that I want to make sure that they have housing. I want to make sure that they have food, and I want to make sure they have some sort of communication to the world, but I do not want certain people in the workforce for either their safety or other safety. I feel that we can reach a point in society where certain people, well, we can just like have you entertain us. Certain people I do not want to work. And fuck, if people think that I should be part of those people that shouldn't be in the workforce, that I should just be entertainment, I that's fine. But it's certain people I will gladly give the trade-off for some piece of shit people to live off the dole of the state if it means that more people can actually be better. I stand by that. I just stand by that, because it's just certain people that's like, nah, you can go out in public, but any prolonged time, maybe you should. I'm just saying. Call me a bleeding heart socialist, but yeah, certain people, nah, you don't need to be in public. You don't need to have a public facing job, I should say. Oh God. All right. Can we get to another video? Let's get to another video. All right. Let's do this. This is gonna be fun. All right. So, the Republican Party is fucking trash. I know. Strong fucking opening. But the Republican Party is fucking trash. And should we even call it the Republican Party now? Can we just call it Trumpism? Can we say Trumpism is fucking trash? And guess what? They're getting away with crimes up and including murder and treason. At some point, laws should not be just used to hold people with certain skin afflictions down, but they should be applied everywhere and to everyone. And if you're in government, your job is to support the government, not try to help overthrow the shit. Why am I bringing it up? Well, because of this. You're reading the title correctly. Exclusive. The January 6th protest organizers say they participated in dozens of planning meetings with members of Congress and White House staff. This is a Rolling Stone article, and it's also the other places are reporting as well. January 6th, a day which literally was one of the, how do I put it? Our democracy has been being torn and battered by a death of 1,000 cuts, and then some of them are big body blows that's been happening to people's faith in democracy. And that's all we really have. If you don't have faith in democracy, then it's fucking dead. And shit like this from members of Congress is a fucking problem. So let's get into the article. As a House investigation into the January 6 attacks heats up, some of the planners of the pro-Trump rallies that took place in Washington, D.C. have begun communicating with congressional investigators and sharing new information about what happened when the former president supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol. Two of these people have spoken to Rolling Stones extensively in recent weeks and detailed explosive allegations that multiple members of Congress were intimately involved in planning both Trump's efforts to overturn his Trump's election loss, and the January 6th events that turned violence. Rolling Stone separately confirmed a third person involved in the January 6th rally in D.C. has communicated with the committee. This is the first report that the committee is hearing major new allegations from political corroborating witnesses. While there have been prior indications that members of Congress were involved, this is the first account detailing that their purported role and its scope. The two sources claim they've interacted with members of Trump's team, including former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, who they describe as having had an opportunity to prevent the violence. Allegations. Yeah, allegations, right? Oh, no. Expecting the Democrats in government to really push this shit to make sure that the allegations are looked into, expecting that? What? Have you actually watched the political going on in Washington D.C.'s? Like, come on. We literally have. Look. They knew who were the Congress people who literally were giving tours to the people that came on January the 6th, before January the 6th. They know, they have video of people actually giving tours of the people that came the next day. They know. They've been new. It's been reporting since January the 6th happened. You would think if you didn't like the fucking country, you wouldn't work to be a leader of it. But no, these motherfuckers, and it's not even here. All of this so rich people can have more fucking money. This cultivating of don't trust the government so corporations can have less regulations and more money. you and I both are so worried about the political shifting again because it's fucking crazy. And the fucked up part about it is Biden and his allies in the Senate and in the House is a little bit more. They have a little bit more power with the Justice Democrats and a lot of the progressives, but his allies in the Senate don't give a fuck about this. They still just want to suck corporations' penis. Yeah, I might not like the country. Heck, get the no. Fuck. The two sources, both of whom have been granted immunity due to the ongoing investigations, described participating in dozens of planning briefings ahead of the day when Trump supporters broke into the Capitol as his election loss to President Joe Biden was certified. I remember Marjorie Taylor Greene specifically, the organizer said. I remember talking to probably close to a dozen other members at one point or another, or their staffs. Oh, there goes this conspiracy. I wonder if she has some space lasers. For the sake of clarity, we would refer to one of the sources as a rally organizer and the other as a planner. Rolling Stone has confirmed that both sources were involved in organizing the main event aimed at objecting to the electoral certification, which took place at the White House eclipse. At the White House eclipse on January the 6th. I guess that's the stage where it was. Trump spoke at the rally and encouraged his supporters to march to the Capitol. Some members of the audience at the eclipse began walking the mile and a half to the Capitol as Trump gave his speech. The barricades were stormed minutes before the former president, concluded his remarks. He literally gave these motherfuckers marching orders, and they went like lemmings all over the cliff. Along with Green, the two sources helped plan a series of demonstrations that took place in multiple states around the country in the weeks between the election and storming of the Capitol. According to the sources, multiple people associated with the March for Trump and Stop the Steal events that took place during this period communicated with members of Congress through this process. So, and I don't know if you guys actually remember this story, and I believe the story was in Idaho, where a representative, there was a protest outside, and a representative actually pushed the back door in to let the people storm their Capitol. Like, I don't get it. If you don't like the government, don't be a fucking part of the government. These people are just so fucking crazy that they're just so interested in making sure that they just tear down the shit as they fucking walking out with the cash. Because that's all this is about. It's about them getting money for their own personal benefits, so they become lobbyists, and so they can have a secure future in the fucking end. Now, here's the tea. Here's the fucking tea. Watch this. Along with Green, the conspiratorial pro-Trump Republican from Georgia who took her office earlier this year, the pair both say the members who participated in the conversations or had top staffers join include Paul Gosar of Arizona, Lauren Boebert of Colorado, Mel Brooks of Atlanta, Madison Cawthorn of the RNC excuse me, I apologize, of North Carolina. My fault. Andy Biggs of Arizona, and Louis Gohmert. Oh, God. Louis Gohmert of Texas. We will talk to Burbert's team, Cawthorn's team, Golser's team, like back to back to back to back. Says the organizer. That's fucking weird. Yeah, the usual crazies. And Golser, who has been one of the most prominent defenders of the January 6th rioters, allegedly took things a step further. Both sources say he dangled the possibility of a blanket pardon in unrelated ongoing investigations to encourage them to plan the protest. I wonder why. This is a fucking wow. This is a fucking criminal organization. Like, what do they call it when too many people of color actually get together and they try to say that they planned this shit? This is not criminal organization. That's not the charge. Oh fuck. What do they call it when gang violence? This is fucking gang violence. That's all this is. Gang organization. Like, wow. Like, they should be. Every fucking congressman that took a call, that had conversations with all of these, should be kicked out of fucking Congress. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. And to actually offered a blanket pardon? Wow. Why isn't this getting more coverage? Why isn't this getting more play? It's because, oh no, the liberal news media doesn't want to pick on fucking Republicans. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Our impression was that it was a done deal, the organizer says, that he'd spoken to the president about it in the Oval Office, a meeting about pardons, and that our names came up, that we were working on submitting the paperwork and getting the members of the House Freedom Caucus to sign on as a show of support. No, you don't need to pardon somebody who hasn't committed a crime. And this is how far that these people are going. This is how far the organizers claim that the pair received several assurances about a blanket pardon from Golser. Just like Donald Trump says, I'm going to march down there with you, and then turn the fuck around and laughed as the fucking lemons went to go march on the Capitol. This is just fucking unbelievable. This is fucking unbelievable. And the fact is, this shit, I'm sorry, this shit, Joe Biden should be fucking preaching all of this shit every fucking day. Look at the Rolling Stone article. Look at what's going on. Look at how all of these members of Congress are defending this shit. This shit should be on the fucking front page of the fucking news. Every news story and article should be about this shit. Why? Because I'll tell you what. There was person by the name of McCarthy. And just by the fucking suspicion that you may be a communist, he dragged you in front of fucking Congress. The problem is, this shit is going to fucking destroy not only just American country and the faith in an American fucking electoral system, but it's going to start fucking destroying the world reserve currency. And guess what it is? These motherfucking donors need to get their fucking crazy people in fucking check. They need to get their fucking people in check. Because in the end, This is gonna start fucking with their money. This is gonna start, and I get it. When corporations meet fascism, they love the shit. But until the fascist dictator takes you down a fucking road where you start losing money because they do some shit like destroy the country. Anyway, guys, if you haven't done so already, please like the stream. I try to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at about 7:30 to 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And if you're watching the stream, stick around. But as right now, if you're watching this later on playback, hit that follow, subscribe, all that other good shit. And we're going to end the segment here. All right, guys. Ooh. Do I have one more video in me? I think I have one more video in me. Money is not real. It's a social construct. This is true. Money is not really real. It's this. But yeah, I can't tell my landlord that money isn't real and you should give me this shit for free. But hey, it'd be a good. I guess if we could all start making an argument that hey, we need to change everything and make sure that everybody's taken care of. Yeah, maybe we can actually start doing that. Maybe. Oh God, excuse me. Sorry about that. My sinuses are really messing up. But let's get this last video and we're gonna call it in for the night. All right. So, all right. Again, like let's go to our wonderful community. If you don't know, and it's actually down in the description of this video, it should work. But I have a Discord server, and well, I get different information from our Discord server. We have a prolific poster in our Discord server. She's in the chat right now. Thank you, Thunder, because I use a lot of your resources. And if you have things that you actually want to provide me, any videos you want me to respond to, anything of that nature, put it in the Discord, send me a DM, leave a comment. I respond to it. And I've gotten a lot of pain from the digital brain cancer that I've had to endure because you guys wanted to see me tortured. And something that was really, really strange that I saw, and here, let me see if I can actually bring it up. God, we post a lot of shit in this Discord all the fucking time. Oh, that's wrong thing. That was in the news chat. But we post a lot of shit in the Discord, and it's kind of really just like, yeah. Where is it at? Shit. I cannot find it. That's going too far back. Where is it at? Well, to make a long story short, we actually saw the ACAB. If you go to YouTube and here, let's do this. When you go to YouTube, you can actually, I'm sure you guys know, you can actually type in certain things. And I was made aware of this. The ACAB thing. And one of the most upvoted for this whole I don't fucking know part of the internet is this fucker. And I had to see it. I had to fucking see it. And yeah, we let's watch why ACAB doesn't make any sense. Maybe I can be swayed off of the ACAB. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, everyone on the internet? My name is Tyler Tolo, and welcome back to another video.
Now, I want to actually say something, and you know, maybe this is just me hypothesizing something. Maybe this is just me kind of reading the room. You don't make a video talking about ACAB doesn't make any sense on June 18th, 2020. You fucking don't. Read the fucking room, you dumb fuck. something white privilege, huh? Oh shit. Okay. Let's go.
In this video, I wanted to talk about something that I thought was really interesting, and it has to do with all the stuff, you know, going on in the United States right now with the protests, riots, and the autonomous zone, even though it's not actually autonomous. I'll make an
I know it's not at this time confirmed at the time that he made the video, but we knew that the fucking police were actually aggravating the riots. We knew that. We actually had saw anecdotal video of police actually antagonizing protests. We knew actually by this time that 93% of the protests were peaceful, and the other 7% mostly were instigated by police officers trying to delegitimize the riots. And you know, we always had we found out in Minneapolis that the police were hunting people. Yeah, we literally had an undercover cop get beat by cops. Yeah, that happened. But let's go.
No, I'll make a completely separate video on that. What I want to talk about today is ACAB or ACAB, right? See, I don't see a difference. I'm just sorry. I don't see it. Okay, let's go. I don't agree with either one, but I thought I'd just go over it and give my thoughts on it. First,
chances are that he wants to be a police officer when he grows up. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was bad. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I'm not saying that he looks like a little kid, but like he looks like a little kid. All right, let's go.
Thing I want to go over is that whenever someone who, you know, says ACAB, whenever you reply to them and say, oh, not all cops are bad, which I do believe that not all cops are bad. There are some that are bad, not all of them though. If you say, oh, not all cops are bad, they'll say, oh, that's not what it means. It doesn't mean all cops are bad. It's going after the system. Okay, if it doesn't mean that, don't call it that, because it's very misleading.
Oh my god! Okay. Fucking miss me with this whole not understanding. This is a problem that I have with so many fucking conservatives. And this is my motherfucking mini little rant. So many fucking conservatives don't know the difference between sarcasm, satire, and hyperbole. They fucking don't. You dumb fuck motherfucker. The fact that people are saying all cops are bastards, they're literally saying if you're a cop, more than likely you are fucking supporting a fucking system that is used to fucking oppress a lot of poor people and people of color. To quote a Mr. Checks Notes, Bo Burnham, every politician, every cop on the street protects the interests of the pedophilic corporate elite. Literally, most of the crimes that cops go after are property crimes. They don't give a fuck about protecting people. Most of the time they show up after the crime is already committed. And acts about the case fucking resolution. Acts about the closure rate for cases. Acts about that shit. But let's go.
And then when you say don't call it that, they just say no. If you say something,
I just love that. It's like when you say don't call them that, they just say no. I'm sorry.
and that thing you said doesn't actually mean what you say it means, then don't call it that. Call it something else. So if ACAB doesn't actually mean all cops are bad, call it something else.
What? Wow. Like, he doesn't get it, doesn't he? He doesn't. Wow. He literally can't get the whole holding metaphors in his head. How? How do you not understand that? How do you not understand a metaphor, a simile, a fucking satire, sarcasm? How do you live your life not understanding that? Where things have to be so literal for you at all fucking times that if you think that if somebody's using hyperbole, you think that they're fucking lying. How fucking sad are you? How sad are you? But let's continue.
It's that simple. Something else I wanted to go over is when someone actually does say, yeah, all cops are bad. Okay, if they're all bad, then don't call them when there's an emergency.
I fucking hate this shit. Oh my god. Damn it. Well, if you don't like cops, then wait till you get robbed. If you don't like the country, then why don't you leave? These are the same people that's pitching a bitch about the fact that the black people, they don't know their place. If you don't like black people so much, then stop worrying about them. The fuck? This isn't your country, motherfucker. My ancestors built this shit on their backs and on their fucking blood. This is my shit. You leave. I'm trying to make my shit better. I'm trying to make where we have better policing better. You shut the fuck up. But let's continue.
Pretty simple. If you actually believe that all cops are bad, do not call them no matter the circumstances. Because if they're all bad, then wouldn't they just not come and try to save you when there's an emergency?
They don't, you dumb fuck! Wow! Oh shit! Oh shit! He really thinks that cops come and try to save you. He really thinks that. Wow. Wow. He really thinks that cops come in and try to save you. He actually thinks cops actually make it to the motherfucking place, in most places, on time and in time enough to fucking help you out. Right? Wow. Okay, let's go.
Another thing.
And you know what? Actually, as it was said in the chat, you ever wonder why so much violence in hoods and shit like that? Because they don't call the cops. Because they try to handle it themselves. Because cops don't help resolve shit. Sometimes they're the fucking instigators. But yeah, let's go.
I want to go over is when they say, oh, well, yeah, most cops are good, but there's still bad cops. Yeah, no shit. There's bad people in every group, in every profession. Alright, there's bad doctors, there's bad firefighters, there's terrible teachers. I've had experiences with terrible teachers before, okay?
Has this guy left middle school? Like, really, has this guy left middle school? How does... Has he left middle school? He hasn't left middle school. He hasn't left middle school, has he? Like, wow. Wow. Oh, fucking wow. The problem is, you dumb fuck, is the fact that the good cops are letting the bad cops get away with so much shit. And most of the bad cops are at the fucking top. But let's continue.
They suck. And they'll say, oh, well, those people are held accountable for their actions. Yeah, no, they're not. Especially the teachers. They're never held accountable for their actions.
Neither are the fucking cops. Like, oh, wow. 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 Oh, okay. Let's go.
All right, trust me on that. I know that. What I think is, yeah, there are bad cops. There's bad people in every profession, okay? But I don't think that the bad cops that there are should represent every cop, when a lot of cops are actually really good and just want to do their job to protect and serve. And I know I'm going to get some comments, oh, you don't care about what happened to George Floyd. No, I do care about that. And I think that what happened to him was terrible. But I don't think that...
It shouldn't be a but after that. It really shouldn't. What happened to him was terrible. And we should work to fucking fix what's going on with the cops. It's no but. It's no this. It's no that. It wasn't, oh, he was a criminal. No, cops don't have the fucking right to extraditionally kill motherfuckers on the streets because they feel that they looked at the wrong fucking way. Okay, let's go.
Those 4 cops that were there should represent every cop in the United States. That's just my thoughts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys learned something from this video. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on it if you liked it. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe down below. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And yeah, go check out some other videos. Go check out my last video or whatever YouTube recommends for you. It'll be on the end screen. And check out all the social media links in the description. I will see you guys.
Okay, now done. Let's look at some of these comments that he has. Humans confuse me. They're shady peoples in every field of work, but that's not all of them. Finding someone who understands. Fuck. Somebody go get that fucking polish, because there's a lot of bootlickers in this one. Except in this case, every single cop is either corrupt, covering for the corrupt cops, exactly, or so inept and blind that they can't spot the corrupt cops in their own department. That adds up to ACAB. Yes, motherfucker. Yes. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's as simple as that. Wow. This is what I've been trying to get. Like, fuck, the boot leather is real in this shit. How? I think you sort of don't understand the more racial roots of ACAB. This video seems to be more focused on white liberals' uses of the phrase than its original anarchist thoughts. As an anarchist myself, I like to explain that I say all cops are bastards. I mean that it's the social functions of being a cop, of policing as in upholding the will of the legitimacy of the state through violence, and it is a functionality in a functionally immoral act. You can be a good person, and you can be a good person aside from being a cop. You can literally be a good cop naturally. I know cops who are nice people, and I doubt would ever be especially brutal or use the job for horrible things. Still, however, that I think there are good cops. There are good people aside from aside from being a cop. Sorry if this gets a bit if this got a bit circular of an argument, but I truly believe that conservatives and libertarian rights, even liberals for that matter, understand what real leftists and anti-capitalist thought of it. And I do understand that if you feel intimidated or upset by terms like anarchism or socialism, but they are not nearly as radical as you think. Growing up in the rural area, anarchist values are part of our everyday life: community, independence and autonomy, self-defense, and mutual aid among them. Yeah, that shit deserves a plus. But yeah, like, no, like, this is just Bootlicker, the Great School Edition. Like, for real. Like, I just can't with these motherfuckers. Like, oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't want to pick on this kid. I don't want to pick on this kid. I don't want to pick on this kid. I
Hey,
don't
what's
want
going on,
to.
everyone on the internet? My name's Tyler Toll.
I don't want to pick on this kid. Oh wow. I don't want to pick on this kid. I don't. Oh wow. I just can't. I can't. Oh god. Oh. Anyway, guys, if you understand the principles of why people say ACAB, if you don't understand it, ask who the police power is used mostly against. Who is seen as a criminal? Who is seen as somebody deserving of the state violence? And you understand why people say all cops are bastards. Again, when most of the crimes that the police are certainly focused on trying to resolve, law enforcement are trying to resolve, has to do with property versus actual assault or murders. The one thing that gets all of the one thing that brings the fucking hammer down is financial crimes, where you literally have people that have actually planned an insurrection of the fucking government, but financial crimes are what you go after. I don't know what else to say. I just don't. But anyway, guys. This has been a video clip. Just stick around just for a little bit. You guys are watching the live chat. And if you're watching the playback on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. And yeah, we're going to end the segment here. All right, so we've come to another end of the night. I want to thank everybody who's participated in the chat. I want to thank everybody who's liked the video, shared it. If you haven't already, while the end is playing, please share the video. And yeah, I want to say thank you guys for enjoying. And I see you guys Wednesday. And as we do at this time, take us away, Richard.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy people. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm gonna use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry. You know, but and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but.
Now, all right. You and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
levels them.
Pretty soon it's
Is
all
that
gone.
what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.